What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Tales from the Taro Patch. Today I have a very special guest. He's been blowing up on TikTok and Instagram recently, and he's been interested in learning more about Hawaii, the people, the culture, and everything in between. So I'll let him talk a little bit about himself and introduce himself, and right here is my guest.
Yes, sir. My name is Suave. Nice to meet everyone or whoever's watching this. I am 19 from Stockton, California. Recently moved here 2 months ago. Recently kind of blew up on TikTok, and this is my first podcast, and he was able to invite me, and it's very beautiful. I can tell my story. I know a lot of people want to tell my story. Who's this kid with the durag who just blew up here in Hawaii? But that's why we're here now.
Perfect. So the first question I like to ask all my guests, just to get like a feel of who they are and the environment that they grew up in, is where are you from and how was it for you growing up?
I'm from Stockton, California, and growing up it was pretty like normal. I wouldn't say, I was just blessed. I grew up with a single mother, so it was very blessed to just be able to have a home and just be blessed. I don't come from the richest background or anything, but just hard working. That's where I grew up from. So I grew up from Stockton. If you guys know about California, it's not the best city. It's not the best city, or like a lot of people try to get out because it's kind of rough growing up there. But I always stayed level-headed, played sports, and yeah, that's where I'm from. So
sick.
It was alright.
Yeah, whenever I hear Stockton, I instantly think of the Diaz brothers.
Diaz brothers, shout out Nate Diaz.
Yeah,
big fans of those.
Whenever they talk about how it was for them, like growing up and stuff, it sounds like a rough area.
Yeah, it was, but I was just super blessed to just have a house.
Yeah.
So if you just have a house, I'm super blessed.
Yeah, regardless. I feel like a lot of people your age don't really think that way yet.
Yeah.
So it's cool to see you have that kind of head on your shoulders.
I'm just blessed. It's not the coolest place, but just blessed.
So what's the story behind the name Suavecito?
Suave. So Suave is just like a funny little nickname my friend got. Like, actually, we was like, just out, just having fun, and then someone called him Suave. Like Suave, like telling the Suave, like it's like smooth, like be smooth or something.
Okay.
Like Suave, like I don't know how to really explain the word, but like it's something like oh, you looking suave, like you suave, like suave. But and I heard it and I was like, oh, that's kind of funny. I want that as my name, so I just made it as my name as a joke. But
sick. Well, it's catchy enough to where it sticks.
yeah.
So what were you like as a kid?
As a kid, I just played sports. That's it. Football. I played football. I was just always in sports and just a class clown, I guess.
Yeah, like what would your teachers say about you, you think?
Just say I was always cracking jokes or being funny.
Okay.
Like just probably getting kicked out the classroom just for being fun. Not doing anything bad, but just being funny. Class clown. So that's probably where I get my personality and my energy.
I was kind of the same way. But one thing I do notice though that I think is cool is you are very I wouldn't say different off camera versus on camera, but you definitely are humble when the camera is not rolling. And I think that's cool because a lot of people kind of let this kind of stuff get to their head sometimes, I noticed. It's cool to see you don't get big-headed from it.
Yeah, because God could take it away at any moment, and I have no TikTok, no Instagram, but I'll still be the same person just trying to have a good time.
Yeah.
Spread some light.
Sick. So how has social media ever impacted your mental health?
Sometimes, we're all humans. We read hate comments and stuff, and I, sometimes, it can get the best of me, it gets me mad. Like, why aren't these people like understanding why am I doing what I'm doing for the community? But, sometimes if you pay too much attention, it could, really impact. And I felt like, sometimes that has happened where I got like, dismotivated. But I remember, as I always go back, like God has my back, just staying super, saying that there is people who love me, like over like 30,000 people don't follow for like no reason, So I always try to make sure I have people who look forward to my content. So no matter what, even there's negativity. But yeah, sometimes it gets to me, but we always got to stay level-headed, There are always going to be haters. Like we were talking.
I feel that too. Like when I first started content, I used to feed into every negative comment. Like, look at this about. Like, they don't even know me, bro. Like, hardly even gonna say it.
Don't even know me.
Honestly, Yeah, I don't even care anymore.
Yeah, that's my mentality now too.
Yeah, I know who I am and I know why I do what I do. So
Yeah.
that's all that matters.
Yes.
So what led you to start making content in the first place?
So ever since TikTok been around, I've always like, you know, made funny TikToks or whatever.
Okay.
But you know, just being able to put a smile on people's face probably led me, because I've always liked, you know, just being like super funny and stuff.
Yeah.
And what led me, and I started TikTok about 4 months ago, and you know, it just like, you know, sharing my love for the island culture too. That's what really, you know, how I started. And yeah, that's I don't know, I ran out of words.
No, you're good.
But yeah, that's just how I started, just trying to put a smile on people's face.
Okay, I like that. What was your favorite or most interesting thing you've learned while being here in Hawaii so far?
The most interesting thing was probably, I got some time. Probably how being with Uncle Casey and learning how to make poi over there was pretty interesting. Like this little root, and then it can make out of so much, and how Hawaii uses the Taro for a lot of stuff, the plant. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, sick. I actually, I give you a lot of props, because a lot of people see like the videos and stuff of our farm, and they say they want to help, and then like when it gets time to it, they usually flake out. But like you're one of the ones that actually was like, oh yeah, and then you actually pull it up. You actually pull it up. So that's.
I try to come every Wednesday, you know, if we're not traveling in different islands for sure.
Yeah, I give you props for that, bro.
Super fun.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So how do you navigate creating funny content while still respecting Hawaiian culture and the community here? Because I know sometimes like it's a fine line to walk before people either laugh at it or they get mad at it.
Yeah, so I try, you know, always do it with the best intentions, and always ask for consent if I'm anywhere to record. Like for example, I was walking throughout this like little waterfall, and it was someone's backyard with the waterfall, but you know, she asked me to, you know, respectfully not record. I was like, okay. So I just try to be very respectful where I'm at, and you know, always try to ask for consent for people. And you know, because this is a beautiful island, but there is some sacred spots where people don't want to be recorded, and so I respect wherever they don't want that. So yeah, just try to be in the best place possible.
I like that.
And always check in with the locals, because if they're doing it, the locals, then they know this whole island better than me. So.
Yeah. That's a good a good lesson for people not from here to learn.
Yeah.
If the locals are doing it, it's probably okay.
Yeah, exactly.
So what was the first video or post that you had that really blew up and gave you traction?
It was my first ever video I posted. It was I was singing, what would because I grew up around island people, like in California, you grow up around Samoans. So like I've always, you know, loved. So I was like, what would I say to a beautiful like island girl or something? And I sang a Love Me Fia song.
Oh,
and people were like, this Mexican dude, he knows our music, and then like that's what kind of gave me traction.
Okay.
I grew up around island people, so I always loved the music, the J-Bugs, the Fias.
Yeah, sick. Yeah. So your ethnicity, you're Mexican?
Yeah, I'm Mexican.
Like full?
I have a little bit of Latvian, so a little bit of white.
Oh, okay, cool.
Mostly Mexican, yeah.
That's sick. So are your parents like from Mexico, or?
My grandpa my grandpa is from Mexico. My great grandma on my mom's side is from Mexico. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, so yeah, my grandpa on my dad's side from Mexico. He's from Michoacan, so yeah.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Do you learn about your Mexican heritage at all?
Well, I grew up more Chicano, so we grew up, so it was more like low riders, Cortezes, and stuff like that.
Like Mexican American?
Yeah, Mexican American a lot more, but yeah. I still learn a lot from my culture, but like I wasn't in Mexico like cowboy hat.
Yeah.
But it was more like Chicano, like
I feel that.
The movement, yeah.
Like your environment, basically.
Yeah, like just California, we're more American.
Yeah. So what's something about the local life here that people from the outside don't really get to see that you got to experience?
Just probably, you know, how it's just not always, you know, sunshine and rainbows beach every day. Like there's a really hard working day, like Uncle Casey, how he does the low-E. Like I feel like a lot of people don't see that part, and I try to show the best lighting of like having fun, but it is some hard working that I was able to experience. Like I got a lot of stuff that a lot of tourists would never get to experience in their life.
That's what I was watching. Like, I see your clips too, so I was like, oh, bro, he makes like the Taro patchwork look fun.
Yeah, but it's really your feet being dirty for a couple of days and being black and stuff. But yeah.
Well, yeah, like you said, it's hard work.
Yeah.
Shout out to Casey and White
Shout out to
Ivai.
Casey, yes sir.
So, who are some of your biggest inspirations in life or even in content creation?
Yeah, inspirations. No, I've always tried to stay in my own lane when I think about inspirations. So I always go back to, you know, if you want to look up to someone, I truly believe that I look up to Jesus Christ, kind of fully. I do, and like I don't know, it's like I don't really pay attention to others. Like I'm not trying to be like I'm big headed or anything, but like, you know, I don't really try to look up to others because I feel like everyone's in their own lane. But like some people who inspire me though was definitely Kala Cuts.
Okay,
for sure. You know him. Cuts, Kala Cuts.
Shout out Kala.
He inspires because I met him through church.
Oh, okay.
So like when I meet someone like that and just seeing like, you know, how he tries to put out a good message and how we met, it's just like he's someone I look up to, and, you know, for sure.
Sick. Shout out Kala Cuts.
Yes sir.
So what has been your most humbling experience so far since going viral?
Humbling is I've always tried to stay humble. Like humbling experience is just, you know, reminding that all of this could be taken away. Like I always think about that. Like I could lose my TikTok, lose my Instagram at any moment. So I feel like that's just me thinking about that as my humbling experience for sure.
Was there any like specific experience that made you realize like, oh, like I actually have like some reach, man? Like just the other day where we were at Papa John's giving out free pizza, and all these kids, like 100 kids on the wall, on Waikiki walls, just surrounding me. I was like, holy cow, like, bro, this is crazy. Yeah. Or like when I was leaving the plane from Maui for the first time, like there's a bunch of lifted Yodas just playing Why Me Lord, and just like it's like crazy. Like all these people do it like for me, like yeah, bro, that's pretty much your theme song.
Yeah, but it's like kind of crazy, you know. Like I never thought, like I literally went from being alone 24/7 to everyone knowing me on the island.
Yeah, that's so beautiful, bro.
Yeah, thank you.
What made you choose the Why Me Lord song from Shaggy?
Mother Nature. We were on TikTok live and someone kept saying keep playing Why Me Lord, and I was like, all right. So I listened to it in the car with my friend Kanoa, and then it was just like, why me, Lord? Like it just felt good, like. And then I already had the Bubblicious dance.
Oh, okay,
Bubblicious. And so then I was like, why me, Lord?
Situation feeling kind
of just came naturally, and I don't know, the first time I ever posted a song, I need to check it, but yeah, it just came along naturally. I feel like both my dances came back naturally.
Sick. So what are some of your goals that you hope to achieve with your platform?
To give back. We're starting it off. I don't make a lot from TikTok or like a lot from social media at all, so I try my hardest to give back what I can, because I'm still young. I'm still trying to figure out everything. Yeah. But goal is to give back, you know, give back to everyone who ever showed me love and on this island, give back, make it a better place, inspire these kids to put down, you know, drugs or whatever they're doing or bad stuff, you know, and say you could pick up a camera, you could do inspire. So that's my goal, is to inspire you. You could do anything you want to, like pick up a camera, look at me. Like there's so many other ways, because I know there's a lot of challenges Hawaii faces. It's not just always beaches, like the community, a lot of kids, you know, doing the bad things, you know. So I just want to guide people in the right light and inspire others to, you know, keep going, and you could, you know, chase your dream.
Yeah, that's cool, bro.
Yes,
do you have like any specific foundations or like nonprofits that you kind of been working with so far lately?
Not at all. I'm looking to get into it.
Yeah, I remember you saying something about that. That's why last time when you was over here.
Yeah.
If you want to go more into that, right now is your chance to.
Yeah, but
ask anybody.
Oh, if anyone nonprofit wants to sponsor or give back, hit me up. Like, but right now I can't think on the top of my head. I try my hardest, like, to shout out businesses and stuff. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, we did one with Papa John's, but that was more of like Cheyenne. Yeah. Like him reaching out. So yeah. But I think since I'm still new, like once I keep going, there'll be a lot of more organizations
and stuff.
Yeah, will want to work with me and help give back.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So, what, like, do you want to give like a little brief summary of your story about like how you ended up like from Stockton to Hawaii, and then like how you ended up staying.
Okay, so Stockton, California. I grew up with my mom, right? You know, 18 years. It wasn't like, you know, I just felt like it was very toxic in the household. Like, I'm getting real with y'all. Very toxic. A lot of people hating on my dreams there. I don't want to throw anyone on the bus, but like when I turned 18, I was like, I'm tired of this. Stockton, I want to make it out. Like, bro, people live here and like live their whole life. Like, there's nothing here. There's literally nothing here. Like, no real opportunity. I'm like, so I said, when I turned 18, I had $1,200, 2001 Honda. And I said, I'm not doing California. It's one of the most expensive. Moved to Texas all by myself. I had $600 for the first rent of an apartment. True story. And it was half the month. And, you know, I moved to Texas alone. Didn't know where I was going. But I was working at Amazon, grinding. And then kept saving up money. Then somehow I got a car. I went into a car dealership and I barely had $1,000 to put down, and they put me in a 2019 Ford. Then once I got the Ford, I started up DoorDash and Uber.
Okay.
And then that's all I did for about like 3 months.
Straight hustle mode.
And I was living by myself, apartment, and you know, I was like, I need a better life. Like, bro, this ain't enough money. I'm stressing. I'm paycheck to paycheck with this Uber and DoorDash. I'm working 7 days a week. So I went to Florida for a trip, because Houston, I live in Houston, Texas. Pensacola, Florida, it's only about a 6-hour drive. Okay. So I went to Pensacola, Florida, started working there, and it was just crazy. Like, I was making so much more money, right?
Oh, like instantly?
Yeah, instantly. Like, a lot tourists was there.
Oh, okay.
So then I kept working, and then I was like, let me pick up a camera and TikTok. I love island music, so I started up the TikTok, and that's basically I'm still young, so I'm 19, so I moved out when I was 18, so I've been alone since I've been 18. But then I went to Florida, started up the TikTok, and people love me. People love the, you know, the videos and stuff, and they invited me to Hawaii. I was supposed to go to actually Puerto Rico. Okay. It's a true story, because I didn't know I was gonna ever live here. Like, it was all God's plan. So yeah, so I just posted that video of, you know, the Love Me by Fia and everything. Then people loved me, and they invited me to Hawaii. And then my first ever trip here, it was crazy. A lot of love. I felt like I found family, because I was all alone. Texas, Florida, all alone. Yeah. I had nobody.
I remember seeing your videos from that time. You was just like using Wikes and stuff. And you was freaking vibing on. You're like, I love it out here. Like, what?
I felt like I have family.
Everybody's so nice.
They love me. And then, you know, then I went back home to Florida. And then I was just super sad. I was like, bro, this isn't like where I was just at with the family. Like, I was lonely. No one even says hi. Like, you know, so I took the trip back here. I had only $50. $50. I came back. I'm like, bro, I have no purpose here in Florida. So I booked the ticket, my last ticket, rented out a car, $50 here, and just, you know, just was grinding out content. And then I found Kala Cuts. Kala Cuts really helped me. Then, you know, he invited me, and then me and him just started grinding content, and then, you know, he gave me a place to stay, and I forever appreciate Kala, and, you know, that's the story. I came back, I put all my chips on the table. I was like, I have no purpose here. God, I'm trusting you with everything. Sick. $50 in the bank.
And he pulled through, bro.
Pulled through, and now I get to live. Now I'm here.
And not only that, it's like the relationships you've made here so far. Like, bro, this is like, you're gonna have homies for life. No matter where you go in the world, you know?
Exactly. So like, the relationships I built here I don't care about the money or anything. Like, I built crazy relationships, even with you, even with your family, Deloe, Uncle Casey. Like, where else would you get this? Like, it didn't cost no money. I didn't pay him to be my friend. It was just, you know,
all Aloha
work. So like, that's the story. Like, I just put all my chips on the table coming here, and it, you know, it paid off.
That's it.
A little bit.
So would you say that you kind of are more so like going with the flow out here, or you kind of have like a plan on like how long you want to stay and like what you want to do?
I feel like I'm just going with the flow, taking it day by day, feeling the purpose of God. Like, I don't try to stress too much about the future. I'm just letting God pave the way, and I'm just following it. But, you know, I do plan on being here, you know. So I feel like, you know, I found family. I have like big responsibility for these kids now. Like,
Yeah.
everything I do has to be, you know, align with my goals.
Yeah.
And, you know, I have a lot of kids who look up to me.
A lot, bro.
A lot.
So much of my nieces and nephews were
Yeah.
excited when I was like, oh yeah, I can do a podcast and
Yeah.
stuff. They're like, what?
So I feel like I have my purpose here, and, you know,
Cool.
who knows where it might lead me. But right now, you know, I'm just happy to be here. You know, we're gonna take it day by day, and, you know, who knows, might get a apartment, a little apartment, or like help out people.
Yeah.
But, you know, we'll see day by day.
Cool, bro. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
So what's some of your values from your childhood that you still kind of live by today?
It leads back to football, like working hard, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes I post 20 times a day. It gets kind of crazy. Like, I post crazy, so like working hard, always, you know, never giving up, because, you know, football, you just can't give up, or else you're like you get looked down on. So
Yeah,
like,
you gotta earn everything.
yeah, you gotta earn everything, you know, stuff like that. And, you know, just being respectful to others. Like, I always try to be the most respectful, most kind, even though, you know, we have our ups and downs, bad days and everything. Just always try to be super nice to people and show respect to people. That's my 3 core values, you know?
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I feel like, especially in Hawaii anyway, like respecting your elders is very big.
Yeah, exactly.
And yeah, just in general, because like, you don't know if somebody's having a shitty day or not, bro. Like, you showing them aloha could literally change their whole freaking day around.
You even throwing up a shaka.
Bruh, I was just about to say, especially in traffic, like a shaka will get you out of 90% of any awkward situation, bruh.
Exactly.
Like, a scary uncle is eyeing you out,
Yeah.
right there, instantly diffused.
Exactly.
So, out of all the Hawaiian foods you have tried here so far, like, what would you say is your most favorite one?
Ooh.
And Hawaiian, it doesn't need to be like like culturally Hawaiian. It could be like freaking
Just
plate
anywhere on
lunch,
this
chicken
island.
katsu.
Yeah.
Yeah, like what's your favorite Hawaii food, I should say?
Dang. It's like, I don't rate food on, like, I just rate food on how much it costs, to be honest. Like, it's expensive here. So I ain't gonna lie, like, just the 7-Eleven spam musubi, like, I ain't gonna lie, like, that's probably like the best, because like, bro, it's like $1.95 and you can always get it.
Bro, honestly, 7-Eleven in Hawaii is slept on, bro.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Especially like in my town, it's the only freaking store we have here. So I'll be going there at like 2 a.m. to get munchies, bro.
Yeah, I just feel like that's like the most cheapest thing, and you get the most.
Yeah, more bang for your buck.
Yeah. I love all the food though. I eat so much food, so much parties I go to, get so much grad. Like, that's just the go-to, like right there, $4, and you know, you could be full for a little bit.
Bro, when I was in intermediate, bro, freaking steak plates are only $5 and it came with a drink.
Dang.
Like, yeah, you're never getting a plate with a drink for less than at least $15 nowadays. It's crazy.
For sure.
So a lot of people ask why you wear a durag.
Oh, why I wear a durag? I feel like, you know, like, of course everyone knows I have alopecia. I'm bald.
Would you want to bring awareness to that?
Oh yeah. I just have alopecia, if anyone wondering why I was the durag, but I feel like it's something that's iconic, and that's something that separates me from others. Like, let's say for example, like, you know, like Michael Jordan, he wear a hoop earring, he wore one hoop earring, but I feel like durag, you know, just I don't know, ever since I first put it on, like about 2 years ago, there's always something, you know, just made me iconic, made me, you know, because everyone's bald, like, there's a lot of guys that's bald, but like a durag on a bald guy, like, that's kind of different, so I just felt like, you know, it's very different, you know, kind of like rocking it, so I've always liked rocking it, and, you know, it's pretty lit, you know.
I feel that. That's kind of why I wear the glasses.
Yeah, like, exactly, right now, the glasses, iconic. I don't see no one else wearing those glasses.
Yeah.
Like, I don't see no one like me wearing a durag, so I just feel like, you know, a lot of people do stuff that makes them iconic and makes them, you know, different in their own way.
Yeah.
'Cause if we all took off everything, we all, you know, just be humans. And I'll be bald with like 500 other people.
Yeah.
Like, if I had the durag on, I'd separate myself and just be me. So I always love wearing a durag. It's lit.
That's cool, bro. Do you wanna, for those viewers that aren't familiar with what alopecia is, would you mind giving like a quick summary about?
So alopecia is basically when all your hair follicles, like, they fall out. So I had hair about, like, I used to have hair. I had like Mexican hair, like Edgar cut or whatever. But like, yeah, it's just where your hair follicles, like, they all fall out. Anywhere you're not sick, no disease or like anything bad like that. But it's just like, you know, your hair follicles just all fall off, and you know. And it happens to a lot of, there's a lot of people who it happens to, but you know, it's just, that's it. I mean, a lot of people get bullied for it. Like, of course I get jokes made about, but I really don't care. Like, I feel like you can do anything. You can still do everything that everyone else could do. You can still have a girlfriend. You can still like do anything you want. So like, it doesn't really
people
matter.
try to shave their hair anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So like, you know, the right people will love you for who you are. So
sick.
Yeah.
So does like once your hair follicles fall out, like they can't ever grow back?
Yeah, they grow back.
Oh, okay.
So sometimes, like back then, my hair used to grow like 3 months ago it was starting to grow back, but I just shaved it because I don't want hair.
Oh, okay.
I like who I am.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, like, if you could choose to have hair or not, would you?
Nah, I like the style. I feel like, you know, just iconic of what I look like, and I just fell in love with it.
Yeah, sick.
I don't gotta spend money on haircuts anyway.
Yeah.
So I just be chilling.
Would you be down to show the viewers without the durag?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
Durag don't come off. No. I ain't gonna lie, cause the tan bad.
Shit. Okay. I didn't even think
the
of
durag
that.
don't. Cause you know, I just try to keep it iconic, like it. But I ain't afraid. Like, people show old pictures. I'm like, But like for right now, you know, I just, you know, like wearing it.
Yeah, I feel that.
Just the style I'm in right now. But yeah,
that's funny.
You are good.
So what are some of the biggest challenges you face through content creating, whether it be like burnout or like you said earlier, like the hate, like
some of the faces, challenges, I don't think, to be honest, I don't think there's no challenge. Like, I just think it's just a blessing as a whole to even be able to call myself a content creator and to people watch what I do in a day. I feel like I can't be selfish and say there's something, because there's really not, because this whole thing's a blessing. Not a lot of people have this opportunity, so I'm just, you know, happy. So I wouldn't say there's no real, you know.
Shit, bro, it's very, like, I guess, cool to hear you, like, hear where your mindset is at about this whole stuff. Especially you being 19, bro. That's like, not a lot of kids, I feel like your age, think like that.
Yeah,
so.
I'm just blessed to have an opportunity to even post myself, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Cool. So, you know, you've been in Hawaii for quite some time now. Do you ever get homesick?
Nah, nah, not at all. I feel like I ain't have nothing in Houston, Texas. I didn't have nothing in Florida. Like, it was like nothing. Or what I call home, Stockton. There ain't nothing in Stockton. Yeah. Like in these places that were home, like there's nothing in there for me. Nothing for me to grow. Here, there's opportunity to grow. I feel like this is like, you know, kind of like my home now. Like, I feel at home.
I know you're kind of like forced to like grow up and be on your own.
Yeah, so I don't really care about no place, like, for real. Like, this is the place I really care, you know. Have my purpose, so I feel like this is my home for purpose.
Cool. So out of all the islands you've been to so far, what was like one of the coolest takeaways you got from each one?
Kauai. And the thing about Kauai was just, it was such a beautiful island. It reminded me a lot of Oregon. If anyone knows the mainland or knows, or I don't know if you've been to Oregon.
Yeah, I've been.
Oregon, like, it just reminded me of like
all
just
the
slow. Like, calm down.
Yeah.
Oahu, there's a lot of people everywhere.
Yeah.
Kauai was more like slow. Look up the stars. Look at the beautiful trees. Like, I just took away from Kauai, like, just being, you know, happy and just slow, like more slow lifestyle.
Yeah, I feel that.
Cool.
I mean, Oahu gets a bad rep from all the outer islands.
Yeah.
But I don't know. My side of the island is pretty.
Oh yeah, over here. Hey, that's why I'm always over here.
Like, I live in the country. But it's funny because like when I go to other islands, they like, I guess they have some kind of like perception of Oahu boys. Like, we're all city and town.
Yeah, like town. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Town is like someplace I really don't like being over there.
Bro,
too much traffic. The roads are too close. Like everyone's always honking. Like no. I stay farthest away. Only when I have to do like a meetup. That's the only time I go. But
only
town,
content. Strictly content.
You never couch me in town just hanging out. No, it's horrible there.
I love this side of the island, bro. It's country, honestly.
Here to Kahuku, Waimea, all over there. I'm super happy.
The whole
all the west. But like once you get into town, I'm cool. I'll stay on the freeway. I'll keep going.
Yeah, that's where I can see how Oahu gets a bad rep.
Yeah, because when they travel here, that's where they're at. Yeah,
they don't come out to the country or to the west side. But yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Exactly.
What was the coolest thing you did in Big Island?
Probably the coolest thing that was there was when we first got to Coconut Island, and then did a whole ceremony for us. I think that was the coolest thing of all time.
And stuff, yeah.
Yeah, the ava.
Yeah,
he said the
ava.
ava. Man, it was crazy. I think that was the coolest thing because, you know, me and Kala, we never had a ceremony done, so it was like the first time, and we were like
protocol.
People care to see it. Like people love us that much. Like it's kind of like a reality check. So I think that was like the most craziest.
Also humbling too.
Humbling,
in a sense. Yeah. Freaking, did you go to Maui?
Maui, yeah.
What was the coolest thing about Maui?
Maui was probably, you know, coolest thing was, we went to Black Rock and a bunch of people were just waiting for us. Oh. And it was like, whoa, like it got crazy. Like it got so hectic that even the security guard at the hotel had to come down.
Oh.
And like, yeah, so I think that was crazy. Just everyone coming together for us and like just waiting for us. Like, I think that's the most craziest thing on like the island. Like these much people love us and care to see us. Like, it's insane. It's an insane experience for sure.
So, what do you hope people remember about you when everything is said and done?
That this kid who was so different brought everyone together to smile and just, you know, be happy and, you know, to just, you know, spread aloha. Like this kid, this Mexican, he's not even from here, but he was able to come to a place who loved him, and he was able to show love to everyone else around him, put a good smile on people's face for sure. Hey,
well, so far, bro, I feel like you're on that track.
That's it. I don't care about being the richest. I don't care. Like, I don't care, bro. As long as I can hang out with my boys, hang out with Kala, hang out with Evan, like my guys and stuff, I'm happy, bro.
Sick.
I know we all do good stuff, and you know we don't have no harm intentions. So
yeah. Birds with the same feathers flock together.
Yeah,
bro.
exactly.
Like when I was young, my grandpa would always tell me, like, make sure you choose like good friends, because that's who you become. Like you are who you cruise with. And I'd always be like, wow, Papa, like, you don't know what you're talking about, like I would never be like my friends. And now I see, like,
if 4 people are robbing people and you're with them all 24/7, you're gonna be the 5th.
Literally, bro. So yeah, birds with the same feathers flock together, bro. So if social media didn't exist, what would you be doing today?
Holy cow. I don't even. Because it's like the whole reason for a lot of things. Shoot, bro. I don't even. Like, just the whole, like, no TikTok, no Twitter.
Nope.
Damn.
If all of that stuff was
I'd
to
probably
be gone
just be
tomorrow.
a blue collar worker or something.
Okay.
Or just, you know, working a trade or something. Like, yeah.
Do you have any other passions?
Not really. Like, I mean, I had football, but like, you know, not everyone makes it to
Yeah.
Like, football was my passion. Like, before this, so like I kind of shifted from football all the way to content. So, like, I guess sports was just my passion.
You don't think you would be in college, or?
I played 1 year at JUCO.
Oh,
I played 1 year of college football, but then that was when I was 17 and turned 18, and so I played 1 year of college football, but then I was like, I need to get money. Like, I'm tired of being broke.
Yeah. What did you major in?
Kinesiology. That's what I was aiming
that's
for.
like movement, yeah.
Yeah, but I just did that because it sounded cool. If I'm, it sounded cool. I didn't know what to pick, bro. I had no plan, bro. I was just trying to play football, bro. I was just trying to play football.
So, one thing, what would you say would be like one of the coolest stories or mo'olelo you learned while you were in Hawaii so far? Like, you know how we have like those legends about how certain things are made and stuff?
Of the palace, how I know you know the story. I don't know the exact words, but how you guys had electricity before everyone else in the U.S. or something like that. I love that story each time I hear it.
Yeah, so our King Kalakaua actually got Thomas Edison to come over and install like the lighting system.
Yeah, that's a cool story that I hear. Definitely the cool story. I don't know the right king names and all that. I'm still new. I'm still learning. I learn as I go.
Yeah.
But like that story, like, was kind of crazy hearing that. And,
Did you get to visit the palace yet?
No,
bro.
I need to.
That's one thing you definitely gotta check out, because bro, when you take the tour, there's like 8 rooms they show you.
Yeah.
But just the history of that whole place is so cool. Like, it's crazy because King Kalakaua was one of the first kings or head of state to do a global voyage. Yeah. And bro, like, we come from a little island nation in the middle of the ocean. You know what I mean? So like, for him to do that is just legendary.
I just wonder how the population started. Like, so far away from everything. Like,
definitely Polynesian migrations coming from other islands.
But imagine how far that boat is from the different.
Oh yeah. What I think is crazy is like we're all related.
Yeah.
And like all of our languages are so similar that like you can pretty much speak your language to the other Polynesians and
a crazy fact, I know that Mexicans, actually my culture in the 1830s came over here and helped with the cattle and all that.
Vaqueros.
Yeah, vaqueros. There you go.
So they taught Hawaiians how to like basically ranch.
Yeah, and I feel
cattle.
like we're interlinked together.
Yeah. And you guys, that's why Hawaiians love palaka.
Yeah.
Because the vaqueros battle, and it's like a good like a working class pattern, or not pattern, but it was a working class fabric. It was strong for the plantation, like it wouldn't rip. And
and another one, last thing that I find so interesting that I always talk about if you're around me is niihau. It's so crazy that it's uncontacted, like it's just, you know,
they're still Hawaiians, like full 100%.
I wish I would be able to see that, but it's probably never. You got to be invited and everything, but I think that island right there, like when I was in Kauai, I was like, I want to see the island, I want to see that, like from Kauai. But I feel like that's an island that I'm so interested in. Because
did you get to see it?
No, I didn't get to see it. I tried to.
You can see it across the channel. It's pretty cool.
So like that's another thing I find very interesting.
Yeah, so their dialect of Hawaiian, they actually speak it with the T's instead of K's. So it sounds like more Polynesian. I don't know how to say.
And I met a lot of people who said their family is from there.
A lot of Kauai have interlinked like relationships with.
So I think that's crazy. Like, you know, an island that has no, you know, really TikTok or stuff.
No Wi-Fi. You should go check out Lanai too, bro, if you ever get the chance.
Yeah, we're still going to do Molokai and Lanai.
Yeah, I like go with you guys.
For real?
Yeah.
I'll tell Colin.
Bet.
We can figure something else for sure.
So one of the last questions I like to ask all my guests, because I feel like everybody has their own definition based off of their own life experiences. But what does aloha mean to you, Suavecito?
Aloha means to me is, you know, just, you know, bringing everyone together and showing love, and, you know, in a respectful, loving manner. Like even how you said on the street, if you throw up a shaka, get yourself. But just showing love and respect for others, really. That's what aloha means to me, I believe.
And that's why I feel like you're being so warmly received everywhere in Hawaii, because you actually understand that.
And I don't feel like I'm entitled to I'm not entitled. This ain't my island, this ain't my land, you know. This is y'all land, this is the Hawaiian land. But I'm just here, you know, just showing love.
Hey, well, right on. Is there anything else you want to talk about, or anything that you want to bring up that you had on your mind?
Nah, I just hope everyone, you know, gets to know me a little bit better, gets to, you know, be able to get to know Suave, because I know y'all just seen me post up on your thing like, why is this dude doing this crazy dance? But, you know, I'm just glad I was able to have this opportunity to speak, you know.
Yeah, well, I appreciate your time, your mana'o, and yeah, thanks for coming out.
Thank you.
And yeah, I appreciate it, bro.
Yes, sir. Shaka, y'all. Thank you, brother. That was awesome.
Bro, that was big time.